Welcome back. Let's put this in the ether. Whenever your significant others, especially a woman, right? And I'm talking about to the dudes because dudes mainly watch my videos, but whenever, if anyone or if she suggests therapy, your relationship is on the rocks, right? Your relationship is already on a slippery slope. Any situation that indicate that she want to go to therapy, right? That means there's a high chance of your relationship gonna fail, right? You're gonna get into divorce, right? What the therapy means, right? Therapy. If she ever suggests therapy, that is an indication that she's not happy. When she's not happy in your relationships, that means that she most likely gonna break up with you, right? And you have to pick this up. You have to know this, right? At a moment of unhappiness, because most women out there, you cannot make them happy. Either they're happy or they're not. Guys can't make women happy. They have to decide for themselves whether they're happy or not. And most women in this situation, right, when they ever feel unhappy in their life, unstable, right? That's what unhappy is. When a woman's unhappy, she's unstable. When she's unstable, she do irrational things. And some of the things that she'll do that's irrational is quickly jump into divorce. Alright? That's what it is. So if she ever suggested examples like, oh honey, we have to talk. Oh honey, we need to see marriage counselors. Oh honey, we need to see a therapist. Let's go on a couple retreat. Let's try to spark our love life again, right? That indicates, those examples indicate there are time in her life where she feel unfulfilled, right? She feel unsatisfied. And whatever time that she's feel unsatisfied, that is a sign for you to be on your toes, right? That is a sign, and it should tells you that you're in a vulnerable positions. And I've seen a lot of couples like this, right? Whenever they're in a situation where their partner suggests therapy, most of the chances are it's leading to a divorce, right? When they feel like they need to go on vacation again, when they go on a trip by themselves, find themselves again, right? That means they're unstable in their situations, right? They think that this thing of them going on this like couple retreat, right? Secluded island is a way for them to cope with their failed relationship, right? Most of these things like therapy will often lead to a failed relationship, right? And guys need to understand this, right? It's harder for a guy to satisfy a woman these days, especially modern women, all right? That is the place that you do not want to be when she feel unfulfilled, unhappy, unsatisfied, right? That should give you indications that you should, reevaluate your situations. All right, take proper precautions. All right, go see a lawyer. Right, because this thing's gonna comes up. Right, whenever she feel unsatisfied, unhappy, you guys argue constantly. Right, it often leads to a divorce. And when this happens, it's best off just to get divorced immediately. Don't try and work it out, right? I'm a proponent of a fast divorce, right? Get it done, get it quick as possible, because the more time you focus on your divorce, the more time you waste. Why waste a lot of time on doing that? Right? There's no point. Right? There's no point in going to this couple retreat. Right? If you guys come to a conclusion and you guys agree that there's no way of reconcile, just get a fast divorce, right? It's easier, right? Or I know prenup is a controversial topics, and I know there's bad side and good side about prenuptial agreements, right? But the thing is, the good thing about prenuptial agreement is that you guys already decided on what percentage are you guys willing to leave in your relationships. It makes it so easier. It make the divorce faster. It make the divorce easier on the lawyer, so they could go to the proceeding faster, right? That's one thing about the prenuptial agreement, right? It already lists who get what, what get what, who get 1%. I mean, who get certain percentage and all that stuff. All they just gotta do is come to an agreement and present it to the judge, right? It'll make it more smoother. I know divorce could be messy, but when you have a prenuptial agreement, it could be it make the process smoother, all right, and less arduous, all right. But that's on you. Want a prenuptial agreement, whether you agree or not agree. But my point is, right, is if you know, right, sorry I'm studying. If you know that the relationship aren't working, just get a divorce, right? You know how long and time and effort you have to get back on your feet, right? Especially when you get married in your older age, so like your 40s, right? You feel like your relationship aren't working out. You know how hard it is for you to get back on your feet, right? But if you're young, right, and you realize, you're like in your 20s, right, 20s or late 20s or whatever it is, right, and you realize you've been married for like less than 10 years, right? That is the proper time, right, to know whether, or ask your question whether this relationship is worth it to be in the long run or not, right? Most of the cases, there's no reason to be in this relationship, right? Most of the couples out there, they can't stand each other, right? They realize that they got themselves in a tough bargain by marrying each other, marrying the wrong person. Most of the couples right now that's walking together, they're not matching each other. They're not fit for each other, right? And they don't understand how they connect or how compatible they are, and then they gotta wait until the last minute for them to realize they're not actually compatible for each other, and it's gonna lead them to have a divorce, right? So if you are married at a young age, is best to do is to get divorced early, right? Within 10 years, right? To know whether you're compatible or not, right? So you have time to recover, right? It takes about 6 or a year to find another partner, then another year to marry, and by the time you guys realize that you guys match our idea to marry each other, right? So many time have already passed by, right? I'm a proponent of dating long, right? Date for a long time. Don't jump into marriage, right? This is why I'm telling guys out there: if you want to get married, you gotta stop and ask yourself the question: how long will you put up with these relationships, right? Date long, marry long, right? Date long, and time will eventually expose who they are. Time will eventually expose how the woman really went. Time will eventually give you enough of knowledge of how your women are. That's what it is. It all takes time in all relationship. You should never jump into a relationship so fast. Alright? This can often lead to a person realizing that the person that they're with is not the right person. And it's going to lead to the woman feeling unhappy, unfulfilled. Right? That they suggest that they need therapy, right? And often enough, these therapy are biased. It's more leaning towards the woman. They often blame everything on the man, right? The therapist, right? They don't care about your relationships. They care about getting money. They get paid by the hour, right? So they're just there just to listen to your problems, right? They don't ever solve anything. Most of the relationship who went to therapy, most of them failed. So what does it say? Therapy doesn't work. If she ever suggests therapy, right? Right? You already know your relationship's on a decline. And I've seen a lot of couples. I've seen many couples. The homie came up to me. Oh man, my girl suggested we need to go therapy. Next thing you know, they're divorced. Another couple came up. Hey man, my girl said we need to go therapy. And next thing you know, they get divorced. Another one, divorce. Another one, divorce. Another one, divorce. Right? You see the pattern here? You have to connect the pattern. Right? So when she ever suggested therapy, that's an indication for you to understand that she's not happy. And as for a man, you should already know what makes her happy in the beginning before she even suggested therapy. But but women these days, they could be vague sometimes. So I understand why is it hard for a man to understand how women works? Because men are not fed with these informations, right? Because prior to what social media is, how quickly information passed. 20 years ago, this wasn't wide information to be spread around. Until the advent of the internet, social media, now guys are really waking up, right? Guys are really picking up clues that, this is what they should do, this is what they shouldn't do to women or with women, all right? But on that note, guys, right, I just want to explain, if you guys are in a relationship, right, and if she ever suggested therapy, that should be your indication that, hey, this relationship is failing, all right? And most likely, most relationship who's in therapy will not make it. But let me know you agree, right? Do you think, a therapy, couples in therapy is an indication that it's going to fail, all right? Let me know you agree. Leave a comment below. On that note, guys, as always, peace and blessing. Oh, yeah. If you like my channel, please like, share, subscribe. And on that note, guys, I'll see you later.